Stay in the know and make your voice heard on different projects happening in your neighborhood and throughout Hillsborough County by visiting Hillsborough County's Engagement Hub, the online home for outreach and listening efforts. From parks and recreation projects to roadway improvement plans, your input plays an important role in shaping the future of Hillsborough County. So make your voice heard by visiting hcflgov.net/hcengage.
Hey, would you do me a favor? Grab your phone or smart device and open up that camera. Then point it right here at the QR code. Do you have it? I'll wait a second. When you see the link pop up on your screen, give it a tap. You ready? Boom! Welcome to the Hillsborough County official YouTube channel. We've got all sorts of videos here, all about what makes our community such an awesome place. From local events and community highlights to what's in the perfect Cuban sandwich. We've got it all. We're always adding new things, so while you're here, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. Here's that QR code again, just in case you missed it. Go ahead and check it out. Ooh. This must have fallen out of that video. This really is the perfect Cuban sandwich.
Good evening and welcome to the November 2nd, 2023, our Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners Land Development Code Amendment public hearing. Tonight, the board will hold a second public hearing for the adoption of a proposed amendment to the Land Development Code. Before I pass things over to the Development Services staff to introduce the amendment, I want to read into the record from Commissioner Pat Kemp. It says, please be advised I'm unable to attend the Thursday, November 2nd, 2023 LDC public hearing due to a scheduling conflict. Please read the reason for my absence into the record. And with that, I'll hand things over to Development Services to introduce tonight's amendment.
Yes, Commissioners, tonight's amendment is the second hearing on our farm worker housing amendment. Mr. Israel Monsanto will run through the amendment and highlight the change that was made from the first public hearing, which was highlighted at that hearing, and it was a change that was to provide more flexibility for the development of these projects, and was done in concert with our stakeholders. So, Israel.
And services. Is it on? Yes. The intent of this text amendment is to promote the efficient development of farm worker housing and a predictability in the development processes. Development Services staff, in cooperation with the Hillsborough County Agricultural Economic Development Council, proposes modifications and clarifications to regulations from the Land Development Code. Section 61139 of the Land Development Code will be amended with proposed changes to the standards. Compared with the text versions presented at the October 19th public hearing, changes were made as a result of conversations with stakeholders. Initially, the sidewalk surface standards presented at the first public hearing provided for specific surface requirements, but after additional discussions, staff felt that it was more beneficial to be less specific and be more options at the time of development of these projects. The green color text presented these changes in subsection D7. This subsection is no longer listing the different sidewalk surface materials required, but maintains that the surface can be packed shell, gravel, or similar materials. A clear visual or physical delineation between sidewalks and driveways will still be required. The sidewalks will be required to be in accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. Lastly, the other green text in the backup that you have, Commissioners, is in subsection E3. This subsection was clarified, and the intent of this change is to allow for vacancy of the facilities when a crop season is skipped or omitted until the next season resumes, and prevents the facility units to be removed or converted for sale or rent as affordable housing if for any reason this farm worker housing facility no longer serves farm workers or their dependents. This update was also as a result of discussions and feedback that we received from stakeholders, and those were the two main updates to the text. We're available if you have any questions.
Okay, great. This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak to the item? Commissioner Owen?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I jumped the gun last time, so here we are finally at the second one. But again, I just want to kind of reiterate what I said, that I want to thank our staff for working so closely with the stakeholders in our agriculture community. I know that this impacts mostly my district, so I also want to thank my colleagues for your support on this too as well. And I will move to adopt the LDC amendments as outlined in A1.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion to approve by Commissioner Owen, second Commissioner Cohen and Myers. If no other comments, please record your vote.
Motion carried 5-0.
All right, and I think tonight's meeting we did set a record. And if no other comments, we're adjourned. Thank you.